Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Nick Bush. Thanks for stopping by the channel. So, I'm off work today. Thought it might be fun to make a video talking about what's going to come after Halloween ends. As I'm sure you guys know, we are four short months away from Halloween ends. Feels like we just recently got the delay of Halloween Kills, so time is moving. Not quick enough for some of you that are, bitching and whining about not getting the trailer yet. But that's a whole nother topic. So I want to get into what I think the options are for the franchise after Halloween ends, because I think it's pretty intriguing. Obviously, we've kind of touched on this before, but I just kind of wanted to throw my thoughts out there. Made a couple bullet points, but mostly this is going to be me kind of just shooting from the hip and thinking out loud. It's kind of what I like to do. So let's get right into it. First of all, though, tell me what you want to happen next down in the comments section, guys. Reading your comments kind of triggers ideas for new videos for me, so make sure you are commenting down below and giving your thoughts. And as always, if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button. Helps out the channel, and I appreciate it. So, let's get into it. This is going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to kind of throw out some bullet points that I had on the franchise's options. Option number 1, what comes after Halloween ends? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Franchise ends. You guys might be surprised by this, but this would probably be my preferred option. Let's let well enough be. Especially if Halloween ends is good. Let's go out on a high note. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, so who knows, but I would like the franchise to end, or at least go dormant for 15, 20 years. Let it breathe, and then let's revisit it. So that is an option. I think it's an unlikely option, because whether the movie's good or not, Halloween Ends is probably going to make a lot of money. And this Blumhouse trilogy has already made a lot of money. When studios see that, as you guys know, let's churn them out. Let's keep churning them out until we get a Halloween 5 in there, or Halloween 6, or Halloween Resurrection. Let's churn them out until that happens. So doing nothing is an option, but not a likely option. The next option I have is a sequel or reboot to Halloween 3. There has been lots and lots of talk about this, guys, for a long time. But more so lately, I've been seeing a lot. I think this is a pretty likely option, which I never thought I would say. Obviously, we know the story of Halloween 3, how, it doesn't have Michael Myers, it was not appreciated, underrated for so long, finally got its due. Silver Shamrock and Myers are in separate universes, but obviously in Halloween Kills and Halloween 2018, there were little kids in the Silver Shamrock masks. So they could, write themselves into something where it's in the same universe, even though it would make no fucking sense, because Halloween 1978 is fiction in Halloween 3, but whatever. Okay, whatever. It's a horror movie. They can write themselves in and out of anything, right? People will buy it. Look at Friday the 13th Part 2. Jason drowned, and then all of a sudden he's back 5 years later as some man in the woods. That makes no sense. Nobody cared. Okay? Different time, obviously, but they can write themselves out of that. Would this be a good idea? Oh, man. I'm so torn on this, guys. I am a big Halloween 3 fan. I don't know. I don't know if it would work. At least mainstream wise. For us horror fans, yeah, it would work, right? We'll go see anything. But how much money would it actually make for the general movie-going audience? Probably not much. But it is an option. As far as sequel or reboot goes, I would probably lean towards a full-on reboot, just because I think you could do the story, the grand story of it happening all over the country or the world better than they did in Halloween 3, and you could, flesh out some of the rough stuff in there, story-wise and plot-wise. But if they did a sequel, where half the kids in the world died 40 years ago, And then, world picked up the pieces, and now, I don't know, Cochrane's grandkid or kid is back to get back at Chalice for stopping half the plan. I don't know. I don't know. It could work. It could work. Obviously, depends on the execution. So, sequel or reboot to Halloween 3 is an option. Another option, reboot it again. Remake it or reboot it. Okay, obviously we've had this happen before with Rob Zombie in 2007, which is 15 years ago now. I think this is possibly the best option if they wait 10 years. Okay? You could do anything with this. You could have Myers, who still kills his sister in 63, but now he goes back to Haddonfield, and maybe Laurie Strode doesn't drop that key off, and maybe you can start it out like the original intent, and you do a franchise. You start it without being tied to Laurie Strode, right? So it's just Myers, and it wouldn't be obviously be reboot, so it wouldn't be 78, but it'd be like Myers going back home in 78, but he doesn't run into Laurie. Maybe he runs into someone else, and it's just random acts of evil moving forward in the franchise, and you never introduce the family angle. That could be kind of interesting, but I think you can't do it soon here. So that's why it's possibly unlikely that's going to happen. At least for now. But I'd be interested in that. Modernize it and all kinds of different things. And my final option is a direct sequel to another movie in the franchise. Okay? And what I want to do here is let's go through the franchise and see which one makes the most sense. Like I said, I'm shooting from the hip here. Let's just go through one by one and see which movie in the franchise would make the most sense for a direct sequel. Starting at the OG, we just got that in 2018. It's fine. Okay? Doesn't need to be done again. Halloween 2, 1981. Essentially, they should have kept it in the Blumhouse trilogy. I know why they didn't. I get it. They wanted to get rid of the sibling angle, which is pointless because Laurie's in there anyway. But they wanted to get rid of the sibling angle, and Myers was blown up and his eyes shot out. Fine. Okay. So Halloween 2, let's leave that. I would say leave that alone. Okay. Halloween 3, we already talked about. Halloween 4, here's where it gets intriguing. This is very intriguing on many reasons. Number one, fan favorite, right? Number two, that ending. Jamie killing her stepmother. I know they retconned it in Halloween 5. We'll get to that. Jamie killing her stepmother, standing at the top of the stairs with Loomis yelling, "No. No!" Lot to unpack. And on top of that, Myers was just shot down the mine shaft. He could be missing. Presumed dead. Right? So then 35, 40 years later, you have Danielle Harris back. Ellie Cornell is still alive. So Rachel is back. Maybe her and Rachel are, living together somewhere. Or maybe Rachel hates Jamie because she killed her mother. Maybe Rachel's helping Jamie overcome, the evil that Myers supposedly passed on to her, or whatever. So many possibilities with the sequel to Halloween 4. Plus, then you still have Myers out there. Right? So many possibilities. It's an awesome option, in my opinion. Moving on. Halloween 5. How does this movie end? Oh, God, that's right. Man in Black. This is an option. Right? It's a weird option. I mean, what the fuck would you do? You essentially would just have Halloween 6 again, just 30 years later. I don't like it. So, Halloween 5, no. Halloween 6. I guess there's two different versions here. So you have the version where Tommy beats Michael with a metal pipe, and then Myers' mask is on the ground. Okay. Or you have Myers walking off in the Man in Black outfit, walking off into the night, and the tattoo appearing on Loomis. Terrible. No sequel to that. Okay. H2O can't be a sequel to that because Myers' head was cut off. I know, Resurrection. I know. But no, dumb. That'd be dumb. Perfect. Great ending. Halloween Resurrection ends with Myers opening his eyes in the morgue. I mean, I guess you could do a fucking sequel to that. Why they would do that, I don't know. Not gonna happen. Okay? And then obviously we get into the zombie stuff and the Blumhouse trilogy. So, as we went through there, guys, no surprise, the best option, as I'm sure you could have guessed, was a direct sequel to Halloween 4. This could work. Okay? Like I said, there are so many options out there with the Jamie killing her stepmother, with Myers still being out there. I'm sure Danielle Harris would do it. She does anything, right? I'm sure Ellie Cornell would like to rectify what happened to Rachel in part 5. You could do this. Obviously, you want to have Loomis, right? Could bring back Bo Starr. I think he might be in rough shape, though. I can't remember. But yeah, there's just so many options there. Will they do it? No, I don't think so, guys. I'm sorry to say. As much as I would like to see it, I know a lot of you would like to see it. I don't see it happening unless it's a fan film, maybe like Vincent DeSante is doing Never Hike Alone and the sequel to Friday 6. I think that would be the best option. I just don't think the general movie-going audience would understand that, okay, now this is a direct sequel to Halloween 4. There's no Jamie Lee Curtis. We just had the direct sequel to Halloween 1 where now they're not brother and sister. It sums up the franchise perfectly, doesn't it? But if I had my pick, I would like a direct sequel to Halloween 4. Tell me below what you guys would like to see happen after Halloween ends. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.